Just want to take a couple of minutes. So Rod is going to explain about what this APAC summit is and how it is going to benefit the industries in India and also in Andhra Pradesh. I just want to share my experiences of relating to Australia and how we can use that in a larger perspective. We've been associated with Australia last 2.5 years. From an Indian context where I worked in US and we have done a lot of business with the other western part of the world, never looked at what it would offer from a developed world of Australia towards the eastern side. When I visited multiple times, I see the potential which we can do the business with Australia in various industry segments, specifically mining, infrastructure, and other areas of imports which we can bring in, and what exports which we can do back into Australia is much higher than what we can think of doing it in the Western world. We started our journey with Australia with an IT setup there, and we enhanced that in building the relationship as a part of the tri-sister city between Brisbane, Hyderabad and Ipswich. As we are progressing with this journey, we got an extended support from our GHMC. They recommended us to even promote this trade beyond what we are doing in the IT areas. The moment we started interacting with other industry experts here, we're seeing so much of an interest coming in, and people wanted to go to Australia and see what type of business opportunities they can extend there. This is an opportunity which the APAC summit, which is happening in the month of July, is really a great opportunity for our Andhra Pradesh industry experts and the companies who are looking at growing beyond our own country, adding value to the other parts of the world. Is an excellent opportunity to go and see and build relationship and extend our trade and also business in Australia. I endorse this being a businessman and doing business in Australia. I endorse this relationship, and I looking forward for a lot more companies coming out of Andhra Pradesh to be participating in this type of initiatives and set up their offices and invite a lot more companies from Australia to set it up at Hyderabad or in Andhra Pradesh to promote this relationship. We are dreaming to see that Andhra Pradesh becomes the pioneer of building this relation between Australia and India. So there are a lot of other areas where Rod is working with other businesses in India, which predominantly he spends most of his time in Gujarat. I would strongly recommend that Andhra Pradesh is the better place to build better trade relationships and invite better organizations in building the tie-up between India and Australia. So he represents Queensland. We look at Queensland as a platform for entering into Australia and then doing much bigger trade. Because the type of support Queensland offers vis-a-vis the other states is immense, and Rod taking this role of a trade commissioner is really added a tremendous amount of value in bringing the awareness of Queensland as a state and the type of opportunities that Queensland provides vis-a-vis the other states of the Australia. Today, way before we entered into Australia, I never felt that Australia means beyond in Sydney and Melbourne. That is what we see in our movies or most of our understanding about Australia. But after our entry into Australia and after Rod started interacting with us, we felt that Queensland, Brisbane and the rest of the cities in Queensland are much better places from providing the support and the type of infrastructure they have and the type of opportunities in terms of the mining and the infrastructure industries which they can offer, and also some of the best practices which we can bring in out of Australia to here are much superior we can see in Queensland state. So my knowledge is very minimal in other than the IT field. I certainly request during his delivery of information, I request Rod to give more perspective on what are the other areas of industries which Queensland can be a guiding force for Andhra Pradesh companies to go and then work with, and also can tie it up with those companies back in here. Thanks very much for being part of this initiative, and anytime, any information you people need, we are right next door. We are operating out of Hyderabad. We are more than happy to provide any information, assistance or the guidance or taking along with us to Australia any point of time. Thank you very much and all the very best.